Hey everyone, I wanted to create a short little video to give you some hints about how to complete this part of your project. So Google Maps right here, you're probably pretty familiar with, but there's a couple of features in here that you're going to probably want to know a little bit more about that'll help you. So the first one is that when calculating rise, what you really need is you need topographical information. So what I have here, this is a section of the Mammoth area, Mammoth Mountain area. And I'm zooming in on this particular portion of White Wing Mountain because I want to show you how you can calculate your route. So the first thing you want to do is right here we have the typical green version. You're going to click on the menu button and switch to terrain mode. And that's going to give you these, which are called contour lines. And contour lines are used by map makers to show changes in elevation either up or down. Now the way that you know whether we're getting higher or lower, the shading helps here. You can kind of see that this is a mountain peak by the way it's shaded. But if you look, you'll see that these numbers, every fifth or so line has it's a thick line that also is accompanied by a number, and that tells you about the elevation. So for example, the distance from the 92 here to the 96, that's a 400-foot gain in elevation, and if you're going the other way, it's a 400-foot drop. And that's key. That's key in calculating out how slope works, or in this case, the grade of a road. Now, so we have that. We know what the rise is. From here to here, it's 400 feet. But we need to know what the run is. So the way you do that is you're going to two-finger click where you want to start. And then you're going to go down to measure distance. And then you're going to click again where you want your road to end. So this tells me that from this line to this line, there's 1,057 essentially feet of elevation gain. The trick to doing this is to make sure that your segments are the same distance, so it's easier to calculate. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to drag this because I'm going to use 2,000-foot segments. So right like that. So that is roughly a 2,000-foot segment of road from here to there. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to calculate this. So we know that slope is equal to the rise over the run. And in this case, the rise, we said, was a 400-foot elevation change. In this case, it was going up. And that would go over the 2,000-foot line segment, which I'm, of course, rounding up. So that's the math we have to do. We're going to start by canceling out some of the zeros so that my math teacher is proud. And that will leave us with 4 over 20, which is then going to equal 0.2. Now, we can't stop there because in order to calculate the slope, we need to do 0.2 times 100, which gives us the grade. And the grade of the road is 20% grade. So in this case, that road is entirely too steep. But that's how you are going to calculate your road segments, and you can always replay this video if you need more help.